Hey, thanks for stopping by Mystic Messages. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I hope everyone is doing great today, the day after Thanksgiving. Today's message is extremely important and from source. And there is, it's a very, interesting message because a lot of us out there who are, ascending onto the higher dimensions are aware that there are, you know, specific plans and designs that are created in our path to prevent us from moving forward. Now, today's message is specifically for individuals who are currently on the verge of their wish fulfillment coming true. Okay, the divine promises. Source is warning us there are people out there now that are going to be coming out of the woodwork like crazy, and you probably noticed this today. I've noticed it myself among family members, and a lot of times this does come from family members, close friends, family members who were specifically sent out to divert you from your path. Okay? This is intentional. So please, if you reacted in the past to these behaviors and you are going to be taunted, okay? Whoever I'm speaking to knows is going through this right now. Someone is going to try to, you know, push your buttons today, okay? The key is how you respond. Okay? This is key. So it's very important that somebody needs to hear this. Do not respond in the normal fashion that you used to. Don't respond with anger. Don't fight. Don't toss insults because this is what the darker realms are trying to do. They're trying to lower your vibration. Okay? It's deliberate. Okay? And what this means is, as this intensifies, what this means is that you are actually on your correct path and you're moving forward. And the darker realms know that they're losing their connection on you. Okay? So what they like to do is send out people that are closest to us to irritate us in little ways. You know, like Source knows who we are, so does the Dark. The Dark is aware of all our idiosyncrasies. Okay, the Dark realms knows what irritates us. Okay, and knows how to manipulate weaker-minded people who are currently asleep into going after people who are currently ascending. And this is happening right now to many people, including myself. So, Source wanted me to get this message out there to let you know that you're not crazy, okay? And you just need to continue forward, but mind how you respond. When the situation does arise, simply tell the person that their behavior no longer resonates with you and move on from the situation if you wish to do so, okay? I'm not here to tell you exactly what to do. I'm just giving you a little hint from source, okay, of what needs to happen because this is a test, okay? Know this is a test. And this is where we have to remain strong, okay? Because a lot of the past things that annoyed us are going to start resurfacing, okay? This is where you got to keep it cool. And I know that everyone who is listening to me right now, I'm sure, is aware of what I'm saying, okay? If you're not familiar with this part of spirituality, this is part of the process that happens, especially, for beginners when they're trying to get on their path. There's going to be people trying to dissuade them. This is why this journey is better, best walked alone and within the confines of the spiritual community, because we need to be around people who uplift us, not those who want to tear us down, not those who want to dim our light or prevent our purpose. Okay? And we each have a purpose, regardless of what that purpose is. Okay? And that individual purpose is only known by each individual. And sometimes, it has to be figured out. Okay? And the best way to do that is to remain in silence. Okay? Distance yourselves from things that are trying to drag you down. Okay? Distance yourself from the nouns. I used to tell, my patients that when I worked as a counselor, okay? When I worked as a counselor, I specialized in substance abuse. Okay? And what I used to say to people was they need to stay away from the nouns, okay? The people, places, and things that are going to drag them down, okay? And for them, it was those people that would cause them to use, okay? Now, you might be in social settings where you think people are your friends. A lot of times, unfortunately, when you're on this path, it's very difficult to discern who your friends are because you don't know who is being used until you see the behavior, until you learn to recognize those behaviors. Okay, and when we do, that sets us free. When you recognize that someone's behavior is deliberate, okay, and a lot of times it doesn't come from them. Personally, I have a good friend, okay, who was a good friend for many years. But I know this person is not willing to ascend on a higher path, and I had to distance myself, as difficult as that was. And a lot of times, we can have a phone conversation from time to time, and I hear like a switch in their voice when I tell them that I need to go take care of my business. Okay. Now, a true friend is not going to want to prevent you from taking care of your business. Okay. A lot of times I have to create a video because Source is asking me to do that. Now, this particular friend that I'm speaking to doesn't know that I create these videos. As a matter of fact, nobody in my family knows that I create these videos or my circle because I was told to keep it quiet. And that was the best thing that I could do because they would have been, I don't know how many countless people trying to divert me from putting these messages out here. And I just wouldn't allow that to happen. I had to take control. In the past, maybe I would have told people what I was doing. Now I've learned to walk in silence, listen to the direction I'm being given, follow it obediently and with trust, even when it doesn't seem logical. And that's how we move forward. So again, this message is for a specific collective out there. If it doesn't apply, as always, let it fly. You're always welcome to come back for the next message, and we'll see you again soon. Take care.